The Score, the place for local sports, now presents another live local broadcast of high school sports. No one does more live local play-by-play than The Score does. Local Sports on The Score is brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone & Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing is personal, not puzzling. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we are your go-to computer store. Height Chevrolet in Skowhegan. Our family is here for your family. And by JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print just about anything. Your team from your town plays here. Now with a play-by-play, here's Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Good evening. Under the lights tonight from Colby College in Waterville. It's high school field hockey on The Score. An early season Class B North battle between the Lawrence Bulldogs. This is their home field tonight as they take on the Cony Rams. I'm Mike Violet along with AJ Knight. Tyler Rigney is on camera here tonight for this one. Two teams that are 1-1, a win and a loss, and an early season showdown. We've seen Cony. We saw them open up with a victory. They have since lost a game since then. Lawrence also 1-1, a huge win over Morse. Maddie Niles breaking, I think, every record going by scoring 7 goals in the game. She's a certified gunner for the Lawrence Bulldogs. Really looking forward to seeing her. A couple of years ago when Lawrence won it all, led by Hope Bushard, she was a factor, but now she is a captain, and she is in the spotlight of every team that they play.
Oh, 100%. Obviously one of the, if not the premier player in the state in field hockey. Coach told us she thinks 12, and can't keep track because she scores so many, but she thinks 12 from 100, already owns the Lawrence scoring records. I mean, like you said, a premier player, and really not to take any shine away from Maddie Niles, but 2 in this matchup that looking forward to. We'll talk, of course, about more when we get to Cony, but for Lawrence, really interesting because, as you said, or we've talked about a lot has been talked about in the community. You've talked about it on the opening drive. Lawrence, the nomad team this year.
No home field. The problems, I think, are well documented. The problems with the replacing of turf at the Lawrence field hockey field, it hasn't gone well. It is literally unplayable. So Lawrence, like Leavitt, their first opponent that they played at Winslow, doesn't have a home field to play on this year. Same deal for them down in Turner. Their field is a mess and is not playable. They hope to get Lawrence's field playable by the end of the year. I wouldn't count on it, though. So they practice on this field sometimes. They're playing here tonight. We were over at Little Wrigley the other day on special assignment. They've actually practiced on that field over there.
They're all over the place.
They're all over the place trying to make do. So I think one thing that Shauna Robinson, their coach, is trying to do is use it as a rallying cry. Look at us. We've had this happen to us. We need to come together and really step it up and use this as some sort of incentive, and I think they've done that so far. They've got their hands full tonight with a very good Cony team, and Caroline Hendrickson back in the lineup tonight for Cony. We love the way she plays the game. We missed her the first time up because, as she said, she got trucked by someone from behind and hadn't been able to play for a couple of games, but she is back. We know what kind of a force she is back there.
Yeah, and I think a big deal for this matchup because as we had the season opener, our season opener as well, when Cony beat Winslow 9-0 in Augusta, Abby Morrill, of course, led the game. She had 3 goals, an assist, which was tied for team high. She had the most goals. She had the most points. And I think Hendrickson is just a benefit for Morrill because it just gives Cony someone else that can distribute, which lets Morrill maybe, I think, get into a little bit more comfortable spot as someone who can go hunting for goals. And I think tonight, unlike last night's game, goals are going to be a little bit more plentiful in this one.
Yeah, and each team with a common opponent. They both played Levitt, and they've both lost to Levitt. Cony played them the other night down at EL and lost 5-1, and Lawrence played Levitt at Winslow and lost there 3-2. And interestingly enough, we have a goaltending change for Cony tonight as well. Avery Maxim will not start. Courtney Ramage, who came in the Levitt game to spell her, is going to start tonight. She is a freshman.
Yeah, she looks sharp in warm-ups, and actually goalies, I think, a story for both teams because for Lawrence, they've been without their goalie who's been out sick for a week, missed the Morse game. Obviously, the offense dominated, and you're able to get away with it, but she's expected to return tonight. I think Abby Stewart is going to be on Cony to, I think, try and get to her early and see just how recovered she is. But goalie's interesting story both tonight. One returning from an absence, and then the freshman getting a start against probably the premier field hockey scorer in the state.
And by the looks of it here tonight at Colby, you would think that this is a big game. The stands are full. We are one of 2 broadcast media outlets here covering the game live. So it's a big night, big game kind of feel tonight for this one here at Colby College between the Lawrence Bulldogs and the Cony Rams. We will take a timeout. We'll come back and get you set for field hockey. It's a big early season Class B North matchup between Cony and Lawrence, and it's next on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything: tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims. Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta-Vassalboro line.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
And this game starts right now. Mike Violet, AJ Knights back here at Colby College. We are set to rock and roll. Cony in the red going right to left. They'll have the ball to start things off here. Abby Morrill will start it off, and here come the Rams. 1-1, the Bulldogs also 1-1. In goal down to our right, Courtney Ramage, and goal down to our left is Abby Stewart.
I get to see a lovely opening shot of the moon that our staff here coordinated. It was, I think, the brains and execution of Mike Violet and Tyler Rigney. Looked lovely.
That moon tonight is quite a sight indeed, as it is hanging off to our right as you look at things here. Play just outside the line. Cony and Lawrence meeting for the first time this year. Cony, a state finalist a year ago. And, of course, Lawrence won it all a couple of years ago, led by the great Hope Bouchard. And that is out, and right below us you see the great Maddie Niles, who we believe is 12 goals away from 100 in her career, which would be one heck of a landmark to get to. That's picked off at midfield. Here comes Cony. The pass ahead, and it's too far ahead, and it's going to roll all the way out. Just too far ahead of Helen Deneen back there. So it'll be a Lawrence ball.
Already seen the impact Hendrickson on that pass. Again, all the doting for sure, and deservedly so, we're going to do on Maddie Niles and Abby Morrill, respectively. Carol Hendrickson might be the best stick handler in the state.
That's Caroline. Don't forget
the Caroline. I don't want to do that because I know her mom's here, and you and her are tight.
Her mom's a Waterville girl. I didn't know that until we had a chance to chat last year. She grew up in Waterville.
I knew you guys were tight.
She is an ace photographer. Her mom, too, by the way. Meredith takes some great shots. She does all the shooting of pictures. Here's Niles. Niles with a move. Niles blindsided, sticks with it. Maddie Niles to the right. And kind of overran it a little bit, sticked away by Zoe Charest. Now Niles with it again, slams it inside the circle. And it is a penalty for Lawrence.
See, both these teams have the players to take advantage of it. Last night, I think the story from that game, right? Mesalonsky, 13 penalty corners, only managed 3 shots on goal, no goals.
All right, so right out of the gate here, just 2.5 minutes in, we have our first penalty corner. And to the line it goes, trying to get a tip there from the stick of, I think that was Piper Carter. It never got there. She missed it trying to jab at it, so it goes back to Cony, and that's Hendrickson who blasts it out, and it is going to roll out of bounds. And so this will go back to the Lawrence Bulldogs. You already saw the shiftiness of Maddie Niles. Full ride for Maddie to Merrimack. She made her decision after being courted heavily by a lot of Division I schools.
I mean, tell you what, if you're a field hockey scout, I say it a lot with baseball and Skowhegan pitching, this is a matchup to show up to because obviously Hope Bouchard, you mentioned, was so key to this field hockey success, and she went up to Hudson, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They still haven't been able to convince her to get on a basketball court, though, which
give it time.
We were hoping for.
Give it time.
All right, here is Hendrickson. Up the far side, restart here for the Rams. The flip over midfield. We are 3.5 minutes in, no score, 1 penalty corner for Lawrence. Not much came of it. Here come the Bulldogs yet again. Smacked inside the line and now cleared out of there by Zoe Charest. Right back in for Lawrence and stopped by Natalie Doobie. And cleared out by Cony, past midfield, back in the Lawrence zone. Oops, there's a fan and a steal by Deneen. Let's see if they can do anything with it. Abby Morrill, first handle for her tonight. Morrill in traffic, stolen by Lawrence. Always good to keep it away from Abby Morrill. You want to keep it away from Morrill, you want to keep it away from Maddie Niles.
As my father would say, those two, you want to cover them getting off the bus.
There you go. Mr. Knight with another pearl.
That one's one of my favorites. His other go-to, being a Bears fan, is I would fire everybody in the organization, including the janitor.
Well, there's legit support for that for sure. All right, this rolls inside the circle, and it's veered off there right before hitting the back line by Jay Cow. And it's going to be a penalty corner here for Cony.
Still looking for our first shot on goal.
So a penalty corner for the Rams. And going back on the back line, on the goal line, is Casey Monson. As the Lawrence defenders helmet up. A new wrinkle to things this year. On a penalty corner, you got to wear the helmets. So Monson will dish. All right, pass to the top. Right there with it is Morrill. Morrill slides it in, a shot, and that was kicked out by Abby Stewart. That was a good bid. There's a sliding attempt, and it's blocked by Caroline Hendrickson, that is. And it's cleared all the way back into the Cony zone. So pretty good little flurry there out of the penalty corner by Cony. They got a shot on goal, but it was turned aside by Abby Stewart. And here is Lawrence with it now. Lawrence, they get it over midfield. They get it over the line. Bulldogs get it ahead to the net for Lawrence. Jillian Boyden right in front, just in case something gets there. Here's a pickoff. Outside the line, it's Maddie Niles. Niles circles. Niles head up, fanned on it.
And that is definitely going to go the other way on that follow-through.
Yep, that's a dangerous play. So Niles with a whiff. And that was almost a whiff there by Cony. Enough of a whiff that Lawrence was able to steal it. Deep in the zone, Boyden. Boyden had it taken away. Cony trying to run it out of there, and they're going to get it here on the restart. And quick play there by the Rams, and they get it to center to Abby Morrill. Morrill, though, couldn't get it past Maya Dixon. Now Morrill back with it. Over the line, she got jammed up on the far side, just keeping it in bounds. You see a bunch of lines. The white line on the near side is the out-of-bounds marker. A steal by Lawrence. Bulldogs working it ahead. Trying to get it up there to Maya Dixon. It ends up being cleared by Cony, and this is going to make it all the way over the goal line. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're almost halfway through. No score. Each team with one penalty corner. And that is it.
Yeah, one shot on goal belongs to Cony. Stewart made the save.
Oh, and there's a miss by Lawrence deep in their own zone, and that's going to set up an opportunity here for Cony. It's Abby Morrill, or excuse me, it's Helen Deneen in the corner. Helen back to the top. Give him some room. Monson inside. Monson slides it inside the half circle. Cleared out by Lawrence. Good job, but it went past Piper Carter. Cony sticks with it. There's a drive that hit somebody on the way through, and it ends up out of bounds. So we are more than 7.5 minutes in now. No score on a beautiful night for it. The game time temperature tonight, 68 degrees. Very, very comfortable. That's knocked down in the half circle, and We're going to get a restart here. Now they're finally coming out. It's Kiara Day. Day worked it up to midfield. Stuffed right there. Good job by the Cony defender up there. That was Kate Morin, who got her stick and her body in the way. Cleared all the way back and back to get it now for the Cony Rams. On the far side, that's Vashon. They clear it up. Now they do. Partially blocked. It just gets outside the line. Cony trying to bust it out. Can't poke back in. And we get a whistle here and a restart. Caroline Hendrickson will get it going. Smacks it over midfield. Rolls all the way through. Up there was Helen Deneen, just in case. Deneen and Abby Morrill always at the front of the offense. Two very talented goal scorers. Now a restart here for Lawrence. 6 minutes to go in the first. A very rapidly moving first period. That one's out all the way down the far side. The Colby women's field hockey team was practicing before this one tonight. They closed their practice up at 7 o'clock. It was fun to watch them go through the drills they use at the collegiate level. Had a chance to chat with one of them, asked them how their season was going so far. She said, we're 2-0. I said, well, who have you beaten? Well, one of them she mentioned was Bowdoin. And when she said they beat Bowdoin, you could see the big grin on her face. It's always fun to beat Bowdoin if you're at Colby. All right, play over midfield. That pass not handled by Niles. Now Natalie Doobie reverses. And back deep to get it for Lawrence is Ayana Bott. And I'm probably botching that name. It's Aahana. At midfield, Niles pokes it, kept it going. Niles comes away with it. And it's going to be a Lawrence ball here, restart for the Bulldogs. Here comes Jillian Boyden. Check that, that's not Boyden. That is who? It's loose in front, and on her backside is Ramage, and we've got a jam up there right in front. The ball still loose, and it's cleared out. Lawrence with a great flurry there. Like they could never get the ball loose to get a shot. They will get a penalty corner out of it, though. Excuse me, I got hung up there with who brought that ball down, and I'm still not sure. What I am sure of, we've got a penalty corner here for Lawrence. They're second, so penalty corners 2-1 in favor of Lawrence. All right, here's the slide out over to Niles. Niles with a backhander, it's blocked. Pass originally going to Cow, and now it's going to be a restart for Cony as the helmets get flung behind the net. Pass to center, picked off. In the middle, Niles goes to the net. Loose ball over the line, and we're going to get another penalty corner here for Lawrence.
Starting to gain some momentum, build that possession time. And I think, as we all know, you only need to give a great player like Maddie Niles so many attempts before she'll burn you.
All right, Niles right at the top of the circle. And that's where the ball's headed. Niles stops. Nice pass off. Great opportunity. The shot is in. Score, Lawrence. Niles gets the assist. I did not see who shot that ball.
Actually, Mike, I don't think that was a goal.
All right, they're not counting it? All right.
It must have been off the side then.
Okay.
I would say it bounced off right away, so I don't think you're.
I don't need to worry about who set it up and who scored it because nobody did either, is what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, based on the reaction, it looked like it popped in, but I think it hit off either the post or the side.
All right, so no goal there. Right in front, a redirect in front is a save. Beautifully done by Stewart. And it ends up going out of bounds.
That was 3 straight saves you're going to see here. Stewart just walled up there. That's a great one. There's another one right there. She kicks that one out.
Oh, man. Great opportunity for Cony.
Talk about a flurry.
So each team with a little flurry here in the last minute or so. Back deep in the Cony zone. Rams clear it up over midfield. Ball tapped down by Kiara Day. Day brings it back in. It's out, though, on the far side. And Cony will put it into play. 1:45 to go in the first. No score. The penalty corner's 3-1 in favor of Lawrence. Over on the near side, down below, it's Jay Cow. Cow over midfield. The pass doesn't connect to Stella Moon Devine. Appropriate that Stella Moon Devine is playing in this game tonight, with the moon being how it is, huh?
Gives her powers.
All right, back does. Back in the zone. A steal. Morrill with it. Morrill at the circle there, and
needs to be a reset here for Cony.
Yes. Going to chase the ball down. It rolled almost down the hill behind us. And so they're going to bring it out, and Hendrickson will take it outside the line. Hendrickson just passes it over. Shot deflected, top of the circle, spiked out by Lawrence. Spiked out further by Lawrence to near the midfield area, Zoe Charest. Zoe down the right side. Zoe shut off there at the goal line, trying to angle it in. It rolls in. It's cleared out by Lawrence. Top of the circle, picked up by Hendrickson. Hendrickson's shot is blocked. Still loose there, right near the right side, and a good defensive play by Lawrence to get it out of danger. That was an excellent play there by Peyton Cole. Peyton Cole rode that ball out of there because there was an open side down low for Casey Monson. And this one is out. 5 seconds left in the period, and so a very quick first period is over with. No score at the end of one. The penalty corner's 3-1 in favor of Lawrence, but we are scoreless at the end of one. Lawrence nothing, Cony nothing. You're watching live coverage of high school field hockey on The Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Mike Violet, A.J. Knight, and our Score crew back here live under the lights at Colby College in Waterville. Tonight, it's the home field of the Lawrence Bulldogs. Lawrence and Cony scoreless after one. And we are ready to roll here in quarter number 2. Abby Morrill at center. We'll start it off. Each team with chances late in the first period.
A couple flurries there in a row. Ramage, I didn't think made a ton of saves when they had that flurry. Just kind of got crowded there. To go back and check the stats, but then obviously Stewart had to make 3 rapid fire from Cony.
Courtney Ramage in goal to our left. Abby Stewart to our right. And here we go. The second is underway. That is Hendrickson. Where's number 10 at midfield? Ball almost picked off there by Maya Dixon. Rolls out. It'll go to Cony. Hendrickson will do the honors. Smacks one up inside the line, and right there is Deneen. Morrill is there too. Ball outside the circle, tied up. Restart here or a penalty corner? Restart. Restart. The drive looking for a tip. It's blocked in front. And now it's going to go to Lawrence.
Hendrickson, when she hits that thing, she hits that thing.
She puts a lot on her shots or passes. Nothing is soft with Caroline Hendrickson at all. All right, the restart. Just a few yards outside the circle. There is Caroline. Little stick handle. Backhander, high, tipped, and out. That one got about 5 feet off the ground and was tipped out of play. So here is Lawrence on the restart, top of the circle in their own zone. The smash to center goes through Niles. Lawrence back with it, though. A check there by Cony. Here come the Bulldogs over the line for Lawrence. McKenna Martin. Martin turned back and a steal by Casey Monson. Monson ahead to Morrill, didn't connect. Ooh. Look out. Stolen here. Deneen fanned, but right there is Morrill. Morrill turns, tries a shot. It's blocked. And we are going to get a penalty corner here for Cony. This will be their second.
The Rams starting to flex. It feels like a little bit of possession. They've been able to keep the ball in the zone, and it's haven't put it quite on goal yet, but starting to feel like tilt the field a little bit.
Casey Monson will distribute. Hendrickson is right at the top of the circle. Here's the pass. The slot is blocked by Abby Stewart, and they'll do it again. Good shot, though. So penalty corner's tied at 3.
I think Stewart's defender got a piece of that to slow it down. Stewart already with 5 saves.
All right, Monson. Second penalty corner in a row. Outside, little slide on the pass there. Inside deep. Shot kicked out by Stewart. Still loose inside the circle. Still in control of it. The drive on net, and it is deflected wide. Natalie Doobie with the shot. And now it's going to go to Lawrence.
Starting to pepper Stewart. She's been up to the task thus far, but starting to pepper her.
Well, 11 goals last time out for Lawrence. Again, the opponent, a very inexperienced Morse team, but still 11 is 11. 7 of them by Maddie Niles, but the offense very quiet so far tonight.
And obviously, I think to your point, competition. I mean, these two teams, we talked about how big this week was for field hockey. 2 teams capable of making a run in the playoffs.
All right, inside the circle, violation on Cony. It's going to go on the restart to the Lawrence Bulldogs. Tonight's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College in Auburn with over 40 academic degrees and programs to choose from. You can find your passion at cmcc.edu. Your future begins here. Restart for Cony. Back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson fires it. It's kicked out right at the feet. The rebound in. Helen Deneen, but wait. But wait. Helen Deneen put it in, and it is waved off. No goal.
2 no goals now. The first one, though, I think missed the cage, but still.
That one didn't miss the cage, but waved off. So no goal. We're still scoreless. And on the restart here, after Lawrence advanced the ball, Bulldogs with it. At the line.
They definitely needed some possession time.
Absolutely. Got to take some of the pressure off Abby Stewart, who's had to
stand
do
on her head.
A lot of work here. I don't know about standing on her head, but she's certainly made some good saves, but she's been busy and want to take some of the heat off.
Now, by my count, 7 saves already for Stewart.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Lawrence has not been able to apply any kind of offense. And they don't here, although they slow the play down as Cony tried to advance it out. Now up it goes to Dixon. Dixon slides it in. Left side, here come the Bulldogs. Right inside the circle, but it rolls out.
Stay with the Bulldogs,
Yes.
though. Had a little bit of a flurry. Got to go back and check. I've only got Ramage down for one save. I think it's more than that. We'll check we'll have some replays, obviously, at half from Mid-State Machine, but Field has definitely been tilted in this first half.
All right, Lawrence's ball outside the line. Addie Battis had it. It was tipped high, and now it's Cony's ball on the restart. Hendrickson whacks it. Up to midfield, picked off. Here comes Cow. Jay Cow lost it on the stick handle, then violation called on Cony as Hendrickson got on it. Now it's going to go back to Lawrence. Cow. Pass in the middle. Tipped inside. Lawrence. Oh, as Niles turned to the net, it was swept away. That looked like something there for a second. Now Niles forces the issue. Kept in deep in the zone by McKenna Martin. Inside the circle. Loose. Restart here for Cony.
Penalty corner.
Nope, it's a penalty corner for Lawrence, so it'll be their fourth. First here in the second. And let's see who's going to feed the ball here. It's Maya Dixon. So Dixon from the left of goalkeeper Ramage. To the top. Back over on the right side to Cow. Inside the circle. The pass loose right there, about 5 feet in front. Swept away by Cony. Lawrence got that ball in deep. Cow looking for a deflection. Got it in front. Niles with it. Backhands it up. It rolls by. And now we're going to get another penalty corner.
I don't think that either of those found their way to Ramage.
I don't either.
I think Cony's doing a nice job laying those sticks down on the ground and stopping them from getting there.
But some good pressure applied by Lawrence after the penalty corner. Dixon again. The turn, the blast, and a kick-out save there by Ramage. The rebound picked up by Cow. Cow outside the line, though, and Cony's going to be able to clear it.
That was a drive Ramage had to put her foot down for.
Absolutely. Here's Abby Morrill with a lot of speed. Abby, one girl to beat. Abby stick handles. Abby had it stopped. It's going to go back on the restart to Cony, though. Hendrickson takes it up, fires, it's blocked. And a whistle right after Hendrickson let it go.
He's going to be back at the line.
6:55 left in the first half. No score, that is. We've had a ball we thought went in, then a ball that did go in but was waved off. No score, and this is waved off by Lawrence. Good defense, and it's Battis. Addie Battis lugs it out. Stuffed there for a second by Zoe Charest. Now, Lawrence able to get it to midfield. It's going to go back to Cony, though. Hendrickson.
She is such a good ball handler. She's just very comfortable with the equipment.
Inside the circle, cleared. And that one is all the way out.
That one felt a little bit right, like Lawrence just trying to release some steam out of the pressure valve a little bit as opposed to trying to get something going. Just get it out of the zone. Let's reset.
Well, sometimes that's what you need to do. Cony applying the pressure. Rams inside. Here's Morrill. Morrill poke checked away.
Nice defense.
Absolutely nice defense. Excellent job there by Kiera Day. Breaks the play up. Inside the circle went by Morrill. In deep to Deneen. And as Deneen is trying to corral that ball, it's going to go to Lawrence.
Thus far, I think the duo, Hendrickson's handled the ball a lot, is just really tilting the field in Cony's advantage.
Indeed, here's Boyden. Boyden, though, couldn't make the play on that pass. And it was taken back by Haley Johnson. Johnson, such a good defender. Up to Deneen. Deneen at midfield, ran into Dixon. Dixon and Deneen go at it. Dixon comes away with it. Maya. Right side harassed all the way by Hendrickson.
Picked her pocket.
And now here comes Cony. Caroline
How
Hendrickson
about
up the
that?
left side.
How often do you see that? the comfort to be able to just drag it along and sort of use your body a little bit more to shield than normal as opposed to playing it out in front of you.
All with one hand. Hendrickson blasts it up. Curled down there by Morrill. Abby trying to stick handle by the defender. Can't. Excellent defense there by Peyton Cole, who's been a tower of strength defensively for Lawrence tonight.
They've needed her. Morrill has tried to go one-on-one a couple times, has not had a ton of success with it. That's credit to those Bulldog defenders.
Cole, a junior, swept it out. Taken back on the break-in here for the Cony Rams is Caitlin Dutil. Dutil gets by a defender. Now it's poked away. That was Cow that poked it away. Now Charest with it again. Charest curls at center. Niles steals.
I couldn't split the double team.
Niles trying to get the pass ahead. Didn't connect. To Ashley Jarvis. Now back in the Lawrence zone with 3:50 to go in the first is Cow. Cow had it go out of bounds off a Cony player. Cow plays it up, slowed down by Natalie Doobie. Doobie to center.
Miscommunication there between two Cony players. Let it split him and go back to Lawrence.
Dixon, Charest. Now it pinballs around, and this is going to go to Lawrence. Cow. Cow right side to Natalie Pelletier. Pelletier back to Cow. Cow. Stick handles away from Hendrickson. Has it poke checked away. That's Abby Morrill. Great defense. Morrill defense to offense.
Two premier players there.
Stuffed by Battis, who's no slouch in her own right. And now a restart here for Cony. It'll be Caroline Hendrickson.
Thus far, Hendrickson and Morrill, with no goals, really making a big difference in the midfield. A lot of great defensive plays.
Whacked to the top of the circle by Hendrickson. It's intercepted, though, by Lawrence. Bulldogs clear. Charest near midfield. Now Charest brings it in. Charest harassed on the play by Maddie Niles. Restart here for Cony. 2:40 left in the half. No score. Pretty even Steven for the most part. Hendrickson blasts it up and it deflects off Cole's stick and goes out on a really, really nice night here at Colby College. It is absolutely gorgeous tonight. Still 64 degrees.
Cony in that first quarter felt like they really tilted the field. This second quarter, it's just been a battle between the 20s.
Hendrickson. Back to Doobie. Back to Hendrickson inside the line. Hendrickson checked by Carter. Hendrickson backhanded it up, and it's going to be a Lawrence ball on the redirect, on the restart, that is.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you get them up in the air and that follow through.
All right, Cow. Good checking there. That's Abby Morrill. Steals. Abby stick handles. Morrill trying to go to the net. Stick handles around another one. Shoots and scores! A highlight reel goal by Abby Morrill, and it's 1-0 Cony.
She did a little bit of everything on that one. Stole it away. Nice stick moves there to get herself free, and finally gets a one-on-one with the goalie and buries it.
13:21, the time of the goal for Abby Morrill, and Cony leads it 1-0. Morrill played defense and then played offense. And Morrill gets Cony the first goal of the game. Here's Niles. Niles penetrates. Niles inside to Carter. Carter kicked out by Ramage. So Lawrence comes right back and almost answers.
There's a great pass by Niles. The shot just couldn't get quite enough on it, and it was an easier save for Ramage, but a really nice play.
All right, Jay Cow. Back, and it's out. Clock at a minute. Helen Deneen runs down that loose ball. Play it back to Hendrickson. And Hendrickson will start it at the line. Drives it up. It goes out off Carter. Oohs and ahs from the crowd on the blast by Hendrickson. She generates a lot of power, baby.
It talked about its ability to flip the field and at least get your team in the offensive zone, and then talk about on the offensive side what she's able to do.
Just like that. There it is, up to Morrill.
Yeah, Morrill kicked it, though.
Yep.
Fortunately, going to go the other way. She kind of got on her in a hurry.
All right, midfield pass. Intercepted by Cony. Now it's Helen Deneen with 15 seconds. Deneen right along the line. Deneen curls in. 5 seconds left, and that's probably going to run the clock out. 2-1, and that is it.
That buzzer's not quiet, is it?
It sounds like it's like right here.
I know, right?
On this table, but it's not. It's across the way. So 30 minutes in the books. We are at halftime. 1 goal in the game scored by the Cony Rams. And at the break, the score, the Cony Rams 1, the Lawrence Bulldogs 0. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160, WSKW, The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs.
We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery Testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew back here live on this beautiful night at Colby College in Waterville as the Lawrence Bulldogs using this field tonight as their home field. And right now the hometown team down by a score of 1-0. Not much to tell you about here from the first half. One goal scored by Abby Morrill, and she did a lot of work on this one goal for sure.
Yeah, here just a couple highlights you see through. There's the no goal. I think that hit the outside. It was a great pass. And first quarter, I thought really tipped. Morrill and Hendrickson were so big. You see the two of them right there. Another great one there. Stewart, 7 saves in the first half, Mike. Here's 3 of them. There's 2. Here comes a third.
Yeah.
Those point blank.
Chances there for Helen Deneen specifically.
There's the one. That's the Cony no goal as
Right.
Hendrickson
That's
squeezed that through.
Deneen.
Poked it in. Here you hear Mike saying, wait a minute. And we were waiting, but they waved it off and they restarted.
All right, here's a penalty corner, obviously, for Lawrence.
That one a big save, a nice redirect there. Ends up being a scrum up front. Here, this just
Watch the work of Abby Morrill, number 28.
Does it all. Steals it. Nice move. Here comes another move.
Tuck that right in between the pad and the post.
And then this play right here comes right after. This is such a good pass by Niles. Gets her teammate wide open and just couldn't quite control it. Ended up sort of redirecting it, and Ramage obviously makes that save.
Not much else to say. That's it. 1 goal scored by Abby Morrill. We're at 1-0. We thought we'd have an even matchup. We have an even matchup, that's for sure.
I think the thing that surprises me is I definitely thought this was going to be a close game. I thought there was going to be more goals, and I think for Lawrence, Hendrickson and Morrill have just been so effective in the midfield and stymieing what the Bulldogs can do. First quarter felt like the field was really tilted Cony's way. Obviously, you see the 7 saves by Stewart in the first half kind of shows that. Second quarter felt like it was played by the 20s, and I think it's not a coincidence that Morrill gets on the board making a defensive play because it was just sort of back and forth trying to establish possession, and she just makes a great individual effort.
Yeah, that's the thing about that play. A great play by Morrill, who scores a lot of goals, but she set that goal up because of her defensive
100%.
ability. She made the play, made the steal, and then took it in and scored. So Abby Morrill, both sides of the ball, if you will, right there exhibited on that one play.
And I think you could see one of the things I wrote in my notes, and we talked about it a little bit when we had Cony versus Winslow in the season opener, was I thought Hendrickson being gone put Morrill in a different position where obviously talking about great talent that graduated. Macy Freeman leaves the Cony program due to graduation, and we saw her in the lacrosse field, we saw her in field hockey, sort of took that role of she could score when she wanted, but she sort of set up her teammates. And Morrill, I think, in the Winslow game had to operate that way. And having Hendrickson back, you can see just how much Hendrickson handles the ball, puts Morrill in, I think, a position she's more comfortable being that scorer first as opposed to the feeder where Hendrickson is really taking that control. And I think it's made Morrill better.
I think so, too. Morrill with the goal here tonight. The score at Cony 1, Lawrence 0. Second half action. High school field hockey is next here on The Score.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Alrighty, Mike Violet and AJ Knight and our Score crew back here live at Colby College under the lights on a beautiful night with a beautiful moon out. And so far, it's been a beautiful first half for the Cony Rams. They lead it 1-0. Abby Morrill with the lone goal. Cony breaks the huddle. Lawrence ready to rock and roll. That is Maddie Niles at midfield.
She, I think, much like Morrill, going to have some kind of just great individual play herself to get them back even. Obviously, one goal, you're not out of it, but even.
All right, Courtney Ramage down to our left, Abby Stewart down to our right, tending goal. And there is the whistle. Niles. Immediately stolen by Morrill. Over midfield, here comes Cony. This is Vachon, Gabby Vachon, taken back by the Bulldogs. Over the line, it's Piper Carter. Carter reverses back to Dixon. They restart it.
Originally,
and it's going to be Cony's.
Yeah, originally she signaled Lawrence, but yeah, going to go back to Cony.
Here's Caroline Hendrickson. Hendrickson weaves around some traffic, clears it up. They'll leave it for Lawrence's defense. That's Grace Gagnon.
Yeah, Gagnon, that one kind of rolled over the side and immediately goes out of bounds.
You might be able to see Caroline Hendrickson. She's wearing some of that tape that you wear for your muscles to do whatever. I don't know.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah, Caroline Hendrickson.
Dangerous spot because she can put a blast in for an easy misdirection.
All right, takes it, stick handles, kind of got in traffic and lost it. Piper Carter restarts for Cony. Hendrickson with another opportunity. Hendrickson fakes, backhands in, and she can't split the double. Lawrence able to clear. Nope, can't get it by the Cony defender there. That was Kate Morin. Deep now for Lawrence. It's Bott. Now stealing it back, it's Gabby Vachon. Vachon worked it deep, and as soon as Lawrence started coming out with it, it was blown dead. It's going to be a restart here for the Bulldogs. This is Battis. Battis couldn't get it by Hendrickson. Now it's picked up by Dixon. Dixon can't do anything with it. Battis again with it for Lawrence. Addie Battis. Checked by Deneen. Goes back to get it. Battis to midfield. Deneen slows her down. Deneen takes it away. Good work there by Helen Deneen.
Give her credit, too. She had a good defensive first half. We talk a lot about, whoa.
How about that? She flipped it up, and I think Dixon touched it.
The whistle going to go against Deneen, though. I think you're too close. You got to can't go above the waist. But that was pretty nifty.
Battis kind of fanned on the pass, and it was tipped out by Dixon.
Starting to see a little bit of frustration on Lawrence players' faces. Just not really able to get much going and sustained.
LaBelle up to Hendrickson. Doesn't connect. Now Piper Carter with it over midfield. Pulls it to the inside. Keeps it in play.
Oh.
Great work by Carter there. Getting back into the play, though, is Hendrickson to slow it down anyway. And a restart here for Lawrence. Doing the honors for the Bulldogs, Kiara Day. 11.5 to go in the third. 1-0 Cony. On a goal by Abby Morrill. Back to Battis. Battis tries to retreat. Pocket picked on the play by Vachon. Gabby Vachon spins it ahead. Vachon cuts in. Vachon at the circle. Stopped at the circle. Good defense by Lawrence getting back into the play. And slowing it down was Peyton Cole. Excellent rush by Gabby Vachon. Now a steal. Morrill right there inside. And
I think Morrill kicked it.
Yes.
That was a heck of a back-to-back. Vachon, obviously, with a great play, creates transition. And then, like you said, Cole stops a fast break because you know who was streaking down the middle trailing that, Abby Morrill.
All right, launch ball on the restart, just outside the half circle. Battis belts it up. Good job by Blake. Put her shaft of the stick down on the ground and blocked it. It's a lot easier to do that than it is to try to do it with a blade. Over the line, here is the freshman Vachon. Inside, it's kicked out away by Stewart, and we're going to get a penalty corner here for Cony. The Rams really turning up the heat.
Give one of the easier ones, but Stewart did have to make a save there, and Vachon all of a sudden turning on, becoming a weapon here in transition, making some nice plays.
Casey Monson will dish. 1-0 Cony, trying to make it 2-0 on a penalty corner. Monson. Hendrickson. Passes it over. Hendrickson then goes to the net. Ball still loose, backhanded by Morrill. It gets deflected out. Swept over on the far side by Jay Cow. And that is out of bounds, and it will be a Cony ball all the way over in the far corner. Lifted up, deflected by Peyton Cole out. And they're going to take it out to the line and give it to Cony. Line of the circle. Line.
That is line.
All right, so Cony's ball at the line. 9:20 to go in the third. They lead 1-0. They've dominated here in the second half since we started. Weaving through is Doobie. Doobie got it up to Morrill. Abby trying to spin it around. Didn't work, and now we're going to get a penalty corner. Another one for Cony.
Yeah, second of the third quarter now ties them with Lawrence. Lawrence had 5 in the first half.
All right, so the Rams set up. Here's the dish. Quickly to the top it goes. The slide over, the pass down low. Not much happens because of it. That's Casey Monson down there who eventually got the pass down near the goal line. And we're going to do it again.
Yeah, that one they tried to sweep it over to the wing. I think Morrill was the point man on that one, and Lawrence did a nice job crowding early and kind of clogged up those passes they wanted to make.
All right, Monson will dish it. Hendrickson lets it fly, and it's blocked. Deflects over on the left of the goal. Lawrence with a quick clear. Addie Battis with it. Battis trying to get it out of trouble. Can't. And it's going to be a restart here for the Lawrence Bulldogs. So they survived 2 straight penalty corners.
And you got to see her life flash before our eyes. Ooh, turf. Going down hard there. Morin.
Yep, she is slow to get up. Meanwhile, Maddie Niles breaks it over the line. And as soon as she does, it is blown dead. It's a restart.
And Morin hit the turf hard. Took a second to get up. Niles, no whistle, and so Niles takes advantage of it. One of the few times for a minute there she had some clear lane, and then, of course, she gets that circle and draws a crowd.
So Niles is going to start it again just outside the half circle. To Battis. Now they work it back over to Kiara Day. Day at the line. Deneen able to get it and work it out, but a violation and a restart here for Lawrence.
I think Deneen whiffed on that, and I think it hit her foot. Otherwise, she had a chance to break out one.
Battis on the restart. Battis inside the circle. There is Niles. Niles can't get a handle on it, and running it out is Vachon. Gabby Vachon's had a really good half.
Yes, she has.
Maya Dixon with it. Lawrence stays with it. Dixon outside the line, now to Day. Day works it back deeper to Gagnon. Gagnon, excuse me. I believe that's how she pronounces her, Gagnon. Now Vachon. Vachon, the freshman, goes over midfield.
She is having a heck of a third quarter.
Restart. Hendrickson slides it up. There's Morrill. Hendrickson will go to the net, too. The pass a little bit behind Caroline. And it is picked off and cleared by Grace Gagnon. But right there at midfield, Cony able to pick it off. They slide it inside. And it goes deep. It goes out. And it will go to Lawrence.
Now for your Lawrence, it's got to feel, I mean, it feels like it's Morrill and Hendrickson, but like you said, Vachon's had a really good third quarter. It feels like the Rams are everywhere.
They have dominated play here in the second half. Pickoff at midfield by Dixon on a blind pass. Dixon to the line. Dixon driving to the net. Stick handles around one defender. Ball is loose inside the circle. And this is going to be a penalty corner for Lawrence. Their first of the half.
And a big one as they're looking to just obviously even the score, but they just give their defense a break, being able to just mentally reset and play some O.
All right, this is Jay Cow, I believe, getting ready to feed. Here's the pass. Back to Cow. She tries to get it in front to score! Boy, that was beautifully done off the penalty corner there by the Lawrence Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs have tied it up.
Get you some stats here,
And
Mike.
I think that was Kiera Day. Don't hold me to that. As soon as she turns around, yes.
Yeah, assist from Dixon and Day with the goal.
So Day scores at 10:03 to tie this thing up.
And in that one, I don't know if Niles, took a swing at it and missed or was a decoy, but it worked.
Outstanding play off the penalty corner by Lawrence. They worked it beautifully. Ooh, a deflection in front. It's knocked down by Abby Stewart. Caroline Hendrickson kind of almost a blind pass there, and it almost ended up in the net. It'll be a restart for Cony in a 1-1 game. Up to the circle, knocked down by Battis. Addie Battis clears it out. Here comes Lawrence. Or at least there went Lawrence. Niles got slowed down. That was Charest who slowed her down. Now it is Abby Morrill. Morrill stick handling in traffic. Taken away from her. Good play by Jay Cow. At the line. Casey Monson backhands it up to the net. Only player there was Grace Gagnon. Gagnon clears it up the right side. Good pass. And unfortunately for Lawrence, it was steered out of bounds with 3:33 left in the third period. And that is a 1-1 game.
Starting to see the intensity, I think, take its impact. You see players hunching over a little bit when they're out of the play.
Well, the pace has picked up.
Yeah.
All right, here comes Lawrence Battis.
Nice move.
Battis to midfield. Battis knocked away, stolen back. This is Doobie. Doobie knocked down by Battis. Battis tripped up. No call made. And here comes Vachon. Gabby Vachon slides it ahead. Morrill is there, but she was beaten to it by Cow. Now Dixon. Caroline Hendrickson. Hendrickson drives it to the top of the circle. It's kicked back out. Now Morrill. Morrill stick handles. Morrill, what a move. Fires, and it missed on the stick side. Abby Morrill.
Deneen was sitting there backside. Also, Morrill had Vachon right there next to her. Deneen couldn't quite catch up to it.
2:15 left.
A great individual play again to free yourself.
Each team has players who can make those plays. Unquestionably. Here's Addie Battis. Gave it away. And inside the circle, the drive is in,
Outside.
but it was offside. That was Caroline Hendrickson.
Yeah, no goal outside the half circle.
Correct.
And that's why you see Stewart on the Mid-State Machine replay just let it go.
I don't know if I were a goalie. I don't think I could ever let it go like that.
Well, you take a risk. It depends on how clear it is, right? Because if someone touches it inside the half circle, now it's a goal.
Right.
And so yeah, I'm with you. Feel like instincts would kick in, but Stewart steps out of the way.
It's just the karma.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned. All right, here is Kate Morin, sister to Parker. We'll talk to Parker tomorrow night before the Cony Lawrence game.
Big game.
You think?
A little bit.
Woo! Knocked down on the play for Lawrence was Ashley Jarvis. And that's where we will be tomorrow night, Fuller Field in Augusta, Cony and Lawrence in week 2. Here's Jarvis with the steal. The shot is kicked away by Gamage, but not kicked far enough away. Still loose in the crease area. Now it's lugged out of there. Picked off by Maya Dixon. Dixon stuffed. And that one is whacked out. That's some excellent defense by you-know-who.
Hendrickson, that one a little bit rolls reverse. Felt like Hendrickson just like, all right, we just got to get this out of here.
Up the near side, Hendrickson breaks the play up. She took a hit there.
They collided right into each other.
I don't think she would call it being trucked, but she took a hit.
Not pleasant, that's for sure.
Cow. And she got hit, and Cow goes down. She's on her hands and knees. And finally, turning to the official there was Kiera Day, as if to say, would you blow the whistle, please, because we've got a hurt player. So 4.3 seconds left, and Cow shaken.
She looked really uncomfortable there for a second. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of her. Anybody who knows that situation is not fun.
So with 4.3 seconds left, she'll come out, and then she'll also have the time between periods to get her bearings to her.
Tell you what, one of the descriptive words that Coach gave us in this field hockey season was being more physicaler. This game, more physicaler,
yes.
Especially this third quarter.
It has been for sure. So 4.3 seconds left when the whistle was blown. Lawrence was in possession of the ball. Addie Battis on the restart. And this will just run the clock out. So we go to the fourth. It's anybody's game. A goal in the third by Kiera Day ties it up. Our score after 3. Lawrence 1 and Cony 1. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on the Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
He's got to call that one.
AJ Knight and Mike Violet back here for the final quarter. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. You know, overtime is on the table. We are tied at 1 through 3. It'll be a Lawrence ball to start the fourth quarter. Maddie Niles at midfield. Kiera Day with the Lawrence goal. Abby Morrill with the Cony goal. That came late in the first half at 13:21. Lawrence's goal came at 10:03 of the third. Here is Niles, who's been held in check so far. Steal at midfield. Lawrence gets it back. Cony not able to keep it in. Up the far side. Stolen back by Cony. Rams on the attack. It's Caroline Hendrickson. Check that. It is Hendrickson. Hendrickson, nice stick handle, goes through the legs.
Ooh, got to be careful with that free hand.
Jay Cow there. They ran into each other earlier. Here's Morrill. Morrill shoots, and it's wide, or was that a pass? Might have been a pass for Vachon. It goes out, and it's going to be a penalty corner.
I think that, I'm not sure, maybe a little of both there, Mike, and maybe trying to get it up and get it deflected. It was wide. Didn't look like on the Mid-State Machine replay that it was deflected by a Lawrence player.
Not a penalty corner either. Doobie, stick handles in, gets it in tight. Stewart has to come out of her net, shuffled her feet a little bit, and then
Cony
it's a restart for Lawrence. Stolen at midfield or near midfield. Ooh, riding it in Charest. Zoe Charest able to get around, and now we're going to get a penalty corner.
No.
I want a penalty corner so bad.
I think we'll get one.
Eventually we will.
Whew.
All right, that one's backhanded out in front. A shot and a save by Stewart. That was Abby Morrill, point blank, baby.
The crazy thing is the fact that Hendrickson found Morrill, and now you get your penalty corner.
Yeah, this gives me time to tell you tonight's game is brought to you by Central Maine Motors. The Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. All right, Casey Monson will distribute. 1-1. Monson. The shot by Doobie is kicked out. The rebound is just wide. Good penalty corner by Cony.
Stewart's 10th save.
Rams are going to hang on to it. Outside the line, it's Hendrickson.
I take that back. There were 2 saves on that, Mike. Make it 11.
Over to Blake. Kind of fanned on it. Cow. Couldn't clear it. Vashon kept it alive, and it's knocked out by Lawrence.
That one, Lawrence, I think a little bit of a, okay, knock it out, let's reset.
Kate Morin. Hendrickson tries to angle it to the net. Almost got there. Vashon swept it. Kind of fanned on it. I think she got some help from a Lawrence defender. Bulldogs on their heels right now in their own zone, and now they'll have it on the restart. Ooh. Day, who's got their goal, that one hit Vashon.
Yeah. Insult to injury because obviously you can't touch it with anything but the stick, so it's an infraction. It still hurts.
11:35 left. Up to Niles. Niles trying to come away with it. Niles taken away by Doobie. Now Morrill. Morrill stick handles in traffic. Man, is she good in traffic or what? And now Addie Battis.
You really just have to take away her space.
Battis can't break it out. Cony sticking with it. Sliding it up is Vashon.
And I think we're going to restart here at the line for Cony.
Yes. $10:53 left in regulation in the fourth period. Hendrickson.
Oh.
Easy stick handle around Jarvis. You don't want to go at her like that. She gets inside the circle. Loose ball cleared. Breaking it out now is Jay Cow. Cow ahead to Maddie Niles, but immediately Kate Morin stole it. Kate trying to curl it up on Niles. She goes down. She goes rear end over Tea Kettle. And now picking it up is Niles. Niles going to restart it.
You can tell this game means a lot to both these teams, eh?
All right, sliding it up is Day. Picked off near midfield and riding it back in for Cony is Natalie Doobie.
That one lost out of bounds. It'll stay with Lawrence.
All right, Bulldogs, Kiera Day, who's got the Bulldogs goal. Day, back to Battis. Addie Battis, one of the captains, along with Maddie Niles. Stolen at midfield. Here comes Cony. Looking to break this tie. Stolen back by Lawrence, and a restart here for the Bulldogs. Battis smacked it up. Here's Niles. Niles with Jarvis going to the net. Niles turns, tries a backhander. It got blocked. Loose ball. Niles shoots, and a save is made there by Ramage. And it's going to go to Cony. Boy, Maddie Niles really flashed her skills there.
Initially, here's a save. Cony stopped. I think they thought they heard a whistle, so there's the save. See if this other one got through. No, Niles tried to shoot that. It got deflected out, it looks like.
All right, so a Cony ball just outside the circle. And that's cleared out. Not what you wanted to do.
And that demonstration, we've talked a lot about Morrill's. Cony, I think, controlled the possession for most of the game, but there's a reminder there. If you're the Rams defense, you fall asleep, Niles can make it a 2-1 Lawrence lead in a hurry.
Bulldogs with some offense now. Inside the circle, or inside the line, I should say. Dixon couldn't handle it. Now over on the near side, it's Vachon. Vachon with a head of steam. She going around everybody. Vachon stopped, though, right there by Grace Gagnon. Gagnon able to eventually come away with it, but it's going to go back to Cony.
How big has Vachon been in this second half?
Really good. Hendrickson belts it up, and that's going to go out.
Oh, that had followed through, too. Not going to do her any favors. Vachon has been so big in just moving Cony from the defensive end to the offensive end.
Lawrence's ball here. 8 minutes to go in regulation. With it for the Bulldogs, Kiera Day. Day up to Cow. Cow with Niles. On Niles' stick. Niles' stick handles. Niles stops, slowed down. Niles inside the circle, tried to pass it off. It was blocked. Picked up by Dixon. Dixon outside the circle, tries to go inside the circle. That's blocked. Official got in the way there for a second. Bug the size of a small airplane is buzzing us here.
Yeah, it is.
Now on the far side, Cony trying to relieve the pressure. It's picked off, though, by Lawrence. Bulldogs with their feet on the accelerator here as they have cranked up the offense. Restart here is going to go to Cony with 7 minutes left.
Lawrence finding the second win here, putting the pressure on the Rams the last few minutes.
Midfield picked off by Battis. Battis stick handles. Battis over the line, slowed. Battis tipped it back to Cow. Cow taken away by Cony. This is Katie Morin. Morin tried to advance it, but it's going to go back to Lawrence. On a restart here, Kiera Day. Day back deep to Battis. Battis stuffed. Battis stays with it. Battis works it back now to Caitlin Dutil. Check that, wrong team. Bat works it over to Gagnon. Gagnon over to Cole. Cole slides it over the line and slides it out of bounds.
I don't think she got quite as much on that as she wanted. I think timeout.
Timeout on the field. We have 6:09 to go as the screws tighten up here. The score is Cony 1, Lawrence 1. Quick break. We'll be back after this on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Well, each team with a chance to reset here as we get ready for the final 6:09 in a 1-1 game. Abby Morrill has scored for Cony. Kiera Day has scored for Lawrence. While we have time, let's remind you, tonight's game brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner is Hammond Lumber. Find them at hammondlumber.com.
The physical play, Hammond Lumber might need to get contracted in to remake a couple field hockey sticks the way they've been going at it.
All right. Out of the timeout. Ball at midfield. Rams can't come away with it. Battis keeps it alive. Now we get a whistle there, and it's going to go to Lawrence on the restart.
Credit Bulldogs. They've controlled a lot of possession in this final quarter.
They have made it happen after Cony took control late in the first half and scored. Lawrence here in the second half have really got their offense going too. Battis at midfield. Battis back to Kiera Day.
Oh.
Now a steal. Here comes Morrill. Oh. Right side to Vachon. Vachon with Morrill going to the net. Morrill, and it's kicked out of there by Stewart. Stewart came out of the net. She had to and got it away from Vachon.
That was just a great fast break. Vachon one-on-one with Stewart, just couldn't get anything on it. She was chasing it, and Stewart makes a heads-up vet play to come out and kick that one away.
All right, driving it in for Cony here is Kaylin LaBelle. Up to Vachon. Vachon stuffed. Good defense there by Day. Now Cow. Up to Day. Day up the near sideline to Jarvis. Jarvis plays it ahead. Lawrence has got some numbers, but back there for the Cony Rams to make the play and to clear it away was Zoe Charest. Charest made a very good defensive play, stops it again. Zoe. Niles stepped in the way. You heard the fan, 4 minutes. He wasn't lying. Hendrickson golfs it in.
That one too high.
All right, so back in the other direction it goes.
How about the defense at Cony, Mike? We talked in the pregame, right? Lawrence coming off that 11-0 win over Morse. Niles scores 7 goals. Bageled thus far this evening.
Yep. Had some chances here in the last few minutes, but the first of the night, she's been quiet to that point. Day, who's got their goal, up to Niles, and she tried to take it to the middle and left it behind.
Whistle going back. You can stay here with the Bulldogs. That was a heck of a pass.
All right, Day to Battis. 3.5 to go. Battis gets away from one defender. Over to Day. Jarvis up near the net. Niles is inside the circle. Ooh. Got players on the ground. And this is going to go to Cony.
Ooh. Is that Morin? Because if so, that's, I think, the third time she's hit the turf.
That's an ankle she's holding.
Show it to you one more time on the Mid-State.
3:09 to go. Mid-State Machine replay for you.
Yeah, you see she in some pain, like you said. Looked like they just got tangled up. Show it to you one more time. Her and Day there. Ooh, I think Day stepped on her ankle, Mike. That's what I think it was.
All right, trainer or trainers coming out with 3:09 to go to attend to Kate Moore, the sophomore, who twisted that ankle, and you can see it's gimpy. She's going to try to walk it off.
Yeah, she's in some pain. Based on the replay, it looked like two players got tied up, and Day just inadvertently stepped on her ankle. She's going down. She's tough. She's telling him, I can play. She's going to have to come off, I think, because of stoppage. But
yeah, she will come out, and it's, I don't think it's possible that we see her again. She's going to try to walk that thing off. Now she's going to try to run that thing off.
Ooh, you can tell it's really bugging her.
So up she goes, and off the field she goes. 3:09. Natalie Doobie in a 1-1 game.
Subbing in for
Caitlin Dutil.
Yeah, Dutil.
All right, Doobie up over everyone. Nice pass up to Vachon. Here's Vachon. Up ahead is Morrill. Vachon stuffed.
Nice defense.
Yep, excellent defense there by Gagnon. And that one out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a great play by Gagnon. Just couldn't quite stop it from rolling over that white line.
Hendrickson smacks it up. Slowed down at the line by Gagnon. Gagnon gave it away to Morrill. Then Morrill, it was blown dead.
And I think Deneen got whistled there right as Morrill took it away. Ooh, nice stop.
Sure was. Midfield, LaBelle lost it to Niles. Niles, stick handles. Niles has a break. Niles goes inside. Niles still with it. How do they do that in traffic like they do? Amazing ability and a penalty corner.
A big one. Only the second for the Bulldogs in the second half. And what a crucial one it is.
So a penalty corner for Lawrence. Maya Dixon is going to feed it. Clock running, 1:50 left in regulation in a 1-1 game.
And again, first goal, only Lawrence goal, came off a penalty corner, and it looked like, based on the Mid-State Machine replay, Niles was a decoy.
Dixon. Back it goes to Cow. Cow lines it up. It goes through. Score! And I think it was Kiera Day with her second. With 1:33 left in regulation.
I don't know if Niles got a piece of that. Let's take one more look. Day did score the goal. Take a look here. See if we. I don't think so. I think Niles tried to get a piece of that. Didn't. Day does. And it was off of the blast from Cow as we get another timeout here, Mike.
All right, we'll keep it right here during the timeout. So Kiera Day with both goals, including the go-ahead goal at 13:37. And again, Lawrence scores off a penalty corner.
And what a crucial one. That one set up by the great play of Maddie Niles just trying to operate through traffic. And
some
again,
tremendous stick handling by Niles to set that whole thing up, to eventually result in the penalty corner, which results in the goal by Kiera Day. So Lawrence gets a late goal, as again we see the Mid-State Machine replay.
The only question I have is if Niles touched it in between, because I've got Cow down for the assist. Obviously, she takes this blast here. Niles reaches for it. I think slows it down. Day catches it last, though. But regardless, we know who scored the goal. And what a big one.
So Day having a night.
I see what you did there. And how about what a backbreaker for Cony, because early on Lawrence had the penalty corner advantage. They had 5 in the first half to Cony's 3. But here in the second half, it's 4-2 Cony penalty corner advantage. But both goals from Lawrence have come off those 2 penalty corners.
That's why they're so important. There are so many things you can do off a penalty corner or out of a penalty corner, and Lawrence has scored twice tonight off penalty corners, and here we go. Cony really having to force the issue. Cleared out by Lawrence. Whacked up by the Rams and hitting Piper Carter up high. It's going to go to Lawrence. 1:15 to go. Kiera Day with the ball. And I would say that she is the clubhouse leader for the crown of our score player of the game.
How about that? Lawrence, little gamesmanship. I was just saying I wouldn't be in a hurry to restart it. Morrill made sure to restart it for him.
And that was a bad hit by Addie Battis.
But they got to get going. Under 60.
Like to have that back. But yeah, Cony has got to absolutely turn it up. I don't know what.
There's something wrong with that ball.
Is that the wrong ball or something?
Apparently.
All right, that took about 15 seconds right there.
Hendrickson going to blast this one.
Hendrickson going to do what she does, and it's blocked by Battis. That may have won the game or finished off the game there for Lawrence. Back to Cow, and it's going to stay with the Bulldogs on the restart. And Lawrence, barring a bizarre turn of events, is going to win this game.
And how about that? To your point, that play by Day, pretty much seemingly called was game. Unless Cony's got something here with 8 seconds, and a whiff not going to help.
5 seconds left, stolen by Dixon. Dixon will run the clock out, and the Lawrence Bulldogs, on a goal with 1:23 left in regulation, have picked up their second win of the year. Final score tonight in this one in a beauty. The Lawrence Bulldogs 2 and the Cony Rams 1. We're back with highlights, our score player of the game, and a wrap on it after this on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything: tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims. Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
Mike Violet and AJ Knight back here post-game at Colby College in Waterville. This one, I think, can go into the category of a wing dinger.
Oh, yeah. I would, as I told you right as we get off the broadcast, I'll sign up for a couple more rounds of this one.
Absolutely. So we put it in the category of a wing dinger, and Lawrence wins it 2-1 on a goal. A minute 23 left in regulation by Kiera Day. 3 goals in the game. Abby Morrill scored first. We'll get to that as we watch some of the highlights from the first half.
Well, worth noting, Day, I think, an easy choice, but Stewart, an honorable mention. You're going to see 3 straight saves. This is in the first quarter. She finishes with 12 saves on the night, Mike, and through that first half, really felt like if she doesn't stand on her head, Lawrence might be trailing by a little bit more than 1 as we get into the second half. That Morrill goal, just such a great individual
Morrill
play.
Playing defense and then turned into offense and then blew it by Stewart between the pad and the post. There wasn't much room to shoot at there. She got it in.
This one, that first Day goal, how about that? Right place, right time, a little accidental offense for you?
Sure.
And what a pass. Henderson puts that on a thread to find Morrill. Another great save by Stewart. And then here, I think this is going to be the fast break.
Yep.
This is the fast break. It was very well executed.
That's Vashon, the freshman, going in, and Stewart coming out and stuffing her there with a kick out of sorts. All right, here is Lawrence with the game winner right there by Kiera Day off a penalty corner to account for the final score of 2-1. We had offense on both sides. We had penalty corners that I forgot to tally them up. What'd you have?
I've got you. So Lawrence finished with 7. Cony finished with 7.
So talk about an evenly played game. 7-7 penalty corners, a 1-1 game until a minute 23 to go. It can't get much closer. These teams are about as even Steven as possible.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that the advantage was actually not how that played out, because in the first half, Lawrence had a penalty corner advantage 5-3, but Cony enters half on the 1-goal lead. In the second half, 4-2 Cony advantage on penalty corners, but Lawrence buries their 2 goals on their 2 penalty corners.
So Kiera Day with both the goals tonight for Lawrence, and obviously she is our score player of the game. So congratulations to Kiera Day. She had a night, as I said, 2 goals on the night for Day. Day gets 2 goals tonight, and Lawrence gets the victory and goes to 2-1 on the season. So congrats again to Kiera Day of Lawrence. 2 goals As you see, again, the penalty corner and see her right in front. There's the tip-in right there, second goal of the game. So Kara Day is our score player of the game. So our three consecutive days of field hockey over with now, and we will transition to football tomorrow night, and we'll be down in Augusta for the football version of this game between Lawrence and Cony, and probably, AJ, about as eagerly anticipated early season matchup as there has been in quite a while.
Yeah, Cony looking to continue their revenge tour, right? They, I think, shocked you and me for sure. I think plenty of people in Central Maine with their early domination, shall we say, of Messalonski. The Eagles made a game of it, but the one we asked Parker Morin off the record who he looked forward to most. No surprise, the team he lost in the region finals. He's really looking to get back to. And
speaking of Parker Morin, we'll talk to him tomorrow night. Also tomorrow morning on Opening Drive, I will talk to both coaches, John Suddy and B.L. Lippert will join me on the program tomorrow morning, somewhere between 7 and 9. I haven't decided who's going to be where yet.
I'm excited to see that because I think we talked about Cony, and we'll get more into this. Obviously, we'll have a long pregame, but Cony, I think, really went into this offseason challenging themselves to be more physical, and I think we saw that against Messalonski. But in terms of the way physicality is, Lawrence is up a whole nother level.
They can play the physical game. Game time tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. And then Saturday, we are in Nokomis, or in Newport, that is, for the Nokomis Warriors taking on Madomic Valley. That is a 1 o'clock kickoff. So a weekend of high school football tomorrow night. Lawrence and Cony at 7, Madomic Valley and Nokomis Saturday afternoon at 1. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. What a great, great game this was for Tyler Rigney, our videographer. For AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Colby College. Final score here tonight. It was a beauty for sure, a wing-dinger. Lawrence Bulldogs 2 and the Cony Rams 1.
You've been watching yet another live local broadcast of high school sports on The Score. It's brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, Assistance Plus, SBS Carbon Copy, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, and JDH3 Design. Remember, every game we do on The Score is always available for you to watch again or have someone else watch for the first time. All of our games are stored in the vault at CentralMaineSports.com and also on The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. To find out when the next game is on The Score, check out our game schedule at 1160thescore.com or centralmainesports.com. Your team from your town plays here on the place for local sports, The Score.